This exercise is called mindful relaxing and involves learning how to pay attention in a gentle and kind way. Once you are familiar with this, you can do the exercise sitting down, lying down, or even standing up and walking. It is, however, preferable to do it sitting down to begin with, so you get the idea of it. Firstly, sit comfortably. Place both feet flat on the floor, about a shoulder's width apart, and rest your hands on your legs. Now we can gently focus on our breathing. First, just notice the air going in and out through your nose. As you breathe, try and allow the air to come down into your diaphragm. That's just at the bottom of your rib cage, in the upside down V. Feel your diaphragm move as you breathe in and out. Just notice your breathing and play and experiment with it. Breathe a little faster or a little slower, and notice the difference in how your body feels. Find your own breathing pattern that for you seems to be your own soothing, comforting rhythm. It's like you're checking in, linking up with the rhythm within your body that's soothing and calming to you. What you will usually find is that your breathing is slower and deeper than normal. Now we can spend 30 seconds or so just focusing on our breathing, just noticing the breath coming down into the diaphragm, your diaphragm lifting and then the air moving out through your nose. Sometimes it is useful to focus on the point just inside the nose where the air enters. Just focus on that for 30 seconds. Even in the 30 seconds you are doing this exercise, you may have noticed that your mind might have wandered off to other thoughts. You may have had thoughts like, what's this about? Will this help me? Am I doing this right? Or what will I have for tea later? You may have been distracted by noises inside or outside the room. The point about this is that our minds are very unruly, and the more we practice this sort of breathing exercise, and the longer we can extend it, the more we will notice how much our mind simply bobs about all over the place. When you first do this kind of breathing, focusing, it can be quite surprising just how much your mind does shift from one thing to another. This is all very normal, natural, and to be expected. At all times remember that you are not trying to force yourself to do anything. You're not trying to clear your mind of thoughts or to make yourself concentrate. You're not trying to create a state of relaxation. All you are doing is allowing yourself to notice when your mind wanders, and then kindly and gently bring your attention back to focus on your breathing and how that feels in your body. That's it. Notice and return. Notice the distractions and return your attention to your breathing. In other words, the exercise is simply an exercise where we learn to focus attention and link into our soothing systems. You are not trying to achieve any particular physical or emotional state. If you have 100 or 1,000 thoughts, that doesn't matter at all. All that matters is that you notice and then, to the best of your ability, gently and kindly bring your attention back to the breathing. You can use the motto, attention and return, to guide you. If you practice that, attention and return, attention and return, gently and kindly, you may find that your mind will bounce around less and less. It may become easier, but some days it will be easier than others. Remember, you are not trying to relax as such. All you are trying to do in this exercise is noticing that your mind wanders and then returning to the focus on your breathing. So it is notice and return. And each time it wanders, that's fine. Notice if you feel you are getting angry with it, for example, and just kindly bring it back to the focus on your breathing. Remember that the wandering mind is normal. It is the act of noticing how our mind wanders that is the beginning of mindfulness. Now, when you are ready, gently open your eyes, look around you, and bring your attention back to the room. Soothing breathing rhythm and object focusing. Firstly, sit comfortably. Place both feet flat on the floor, about a shoulder's width apart, and rest your hands on your legs. Now we can gently focus on our breathing. First, just notice the air going in and out through your nose. As you breathe, try and allow the air to come down into your diaphragm. Feel your diaphragm move as you breathe in and out. Just notice your breathing and find your own breathing pattern that for you is a soothing, comforting rhythm. Focus on our breathing, just noticing the breath coming down into the diaphragm, your diaphragm lifting, and then the air moving out through your nose. You may like to focus on the point just inside the nose, where the air enters. Just focus on that for 30 seconds. If you prefer, focus on a soothing object that you are holding. How does it feel in your hand or in your lap? Is it rough or smooth? Warm or cold? What does it look like? What color is it? Focus on the soothing experience of holding this object. As you focus on your breathing or on your object, notice when your mind wanders, and then kindly and gently bring your attention back to focus on your breath or object and how that feels. Remember that the wandering mind is normal. You are not trying to force yourself to do anything. Notice the distractions and thoughts, and gently and kindly return your attention to breathing. Attention and return. Now, when you are ready, gently open your eyes, look around you, and bring your attention back to the room. The safe place exercise. This exercise is about creating a place in our mind, a place that could give you the feeling of safeness and calmness. Engage in your soothing rhythm breathing, and when you're ready, in your mind, go to your favourite place in nature. This place is lovely and safe and calm. Imagine looking around you. What can you see? It might be a beautiful wood where the leaves of the trees dance gently in the breeze. Powerful shafts of light caress the ground with brightness. Imagine a wind gently on your face and a sense of the light dancing in front of you. Hear the rustle of the leaves on the trees. Imagine a smell of woodiness or a sweetness in the air. Your place may be a beautiful beach with a crystal blue sea stretching out to the horizon where it meets the ice blue sky. Underfoot is soft, white, fine sand, which is silky to the touch. You can hear the gentle hushing of the waves on the sand. Imagine the sun on your face. Sense the light dancing in diamond spectacles on the water. Imagine the soft sand under your feet as your toes dig into it. And feel a light breeze gently touch your face. Your safe place may be a log fire, where you can hear the crackle of the logs burning and the smell of wood smoke. Your safe place may be somewhere else, a place that only you know. Wherever it is important that you feel safe and calm there. Now focus on what you can feel, like the sensation of the sun on your face, or a breeze caressing your hair. Or can you feel soft, white, fine sand underfoot, which is silky to the touch? Next, think about what you can hear. Can you hear the rustle of the leaves on the trees? Or birds? Or crackling fire? Or the gentle hushing of the waves on the sand? Now think about whether you can smell anything, such as the salty smell of the sea, or the smell of wood smoke, or a sweetness in the air. When you bring your safe place to mind, allow your body to relax. Think about your facial expression. Allow it to have a soft smile of pleasure at being there. Imagine that the place itself takes joy in you being here. Allow yourself to feel how your safe place has pleasure in you being here. Explore your feelings when you imagine this place is happy with you being there. Even if it is just a fleeting sense of where the image might be, try to create an emotional connection to this place. Spend as much time as you wish in your safe place. Remember that it is your place, and you can visit it whenever you wish. For now, take a last look around your safe place, and when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Look around you and bring your attention back to the room you are sitting in. The compassionate self exercise. This exercise uses imagination to help us to become more compassionate. In this exercise, it doesn't matter whether you currently have compassionate characteristics or not, or even desire to have them. It's about putting yourself into the mental state of imagining that's important. Imagine what it would feel like if you did have them. To begin the exercise, sit quietly and comfortably. Focus on your soothing breathing rhythm, giving yourself a chance to slow down and create space to undertake the exercise. When you feel that your body has slowed down, begin to think of all the qualities that you would ideally have as a compassionate person. Spend a few minutes on each of the following experiences. Focus on your desire to become a compassionate person and think, act, and feel compassionately, spending time on each quality. Imagine being calm and having wisdom. Imagine being a wise person with a wisdom that comes from your understanding about the nature of our lives, minds, and bodies. You are wise enough to know that much of what goes on inside us is not our fault, but is the result of our evolution and experiences over which we had no control. When you are ready and have a sense of your wisdom, Switch to imagining being strong, having the ability to understand and tolerate difficulties in a non-judgmental way. You have a sense of maturity and authority. Explore your body posture and make sure you are sitting confidently and assertively in a way that matches your idea of being strong. Your facial expressions should also reflect what it feels like to be confident. Keep your head upright rather than letting it drop forward. Imagine yourself expanding, as if you are becoming more powerful, mature, and wise. Imagine being sensitive to distress and being aware of what you and others feel. Now imagine being warm, kind, and friendly. Create a compassionate facial expression, perhaps a kind of half smile. Try to imagine yourself speaking to someone and hear the warm tone in your voice. Now reach out with that warmth and feel what it would be like to offer it to another. Now imagine feeling responsibility. Imagine that you have lost interest in blaming and that you now want to help relieve suffering and produce change and happiness. You want to do the best you can to help yourself and others move forwards. Pay attention to the sensations in your body as you develop these parts of yourself. Spend a moment just feeling these sensations in your body. Finally, imagine yourself having all of these qualities and incorporating them into the way you are with yourself and others. When you've finished, bring yourself gently back into the room. The compassionate colour exercise. Engage in your soothing rhythm breathing. And when you're ready, imagine a colour that you associate with compassion. Or a colour that conveys some sense of warmth and kindness. It might only be a fleeting sense of colour, but when you are ready, imagine your compassionate colour surrounding you. Then imagine this entering through your heart area and slowly through your body. Or you might prefer to think of your colour like a mist or light that just flows through you. As this happens, try to focus on this colour as having wisdom, strength and warmth, with a key quality of total kindness. Create a facial expression of kindness on your own face as you do this exercise. Now, as you imagine the colour flowing through you, focus on the feeling that the sole purpose of this colour is to help you, to strengthen you, and support you. When you are ready, gently open your eyes, look around you, and bring your attention back to the room you are sitting in. Listening to now. Sit in a comfortable chair. Turn off any distractions, like your phone, radio, or television. Take slow, long breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel your stomach expand like a balloon each time you breathe in, and feel it deflate each time you exhale. Now, as you continue to breathe, simply listen. Listen to any sounds you hear outside your home, inside your home, and inside your own body. Count each sound that you hear. When you get distracted, return your focus to listening. Maybe you hear cars, people, or aeroplanes outside. Perhaps you hear a clock ticking or a fan blowing inside. Or maybe you hear the sound of your own heart beating inside your body. Actively and carefully listen to your environment and count as many sounds as you can. Keep listening and counting sounds for 5 minutes. This CD will now go silent, but continue to play it, and I will tell you when the time is up. If you find yourself distracted, gently and kindly bring your attention back to the sounds around you. You may have to do this several times, but this is completely normal. Just listen. And now, when you are ready, gently bring your focus back to all of your senses. This is the end of the exercise. Cue-controlled relaxation. Before you begin this exercise, choose a cue word which will help you relax. To begin, sit in a comfortable chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting comfortably, either on the arms of the chair or in your lap. Close your eyes. Take a slow, long breath in through your nose. Feel your belly expand like a balloon as you breathe in. Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then release it slowly through your mouth. Feel your belly collapse like a balloon losing its air. Again, take a slow, long breath in through your nose and feel your stomach expand. Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. One more time, take a slow, long breath in through your nose. Feel your stomach expand. Hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Now begin to take slow, long breaths without holding them, and continue to breathe slowly for the rest of this exercise. Now, with your eyes still closed, imagine that a white beam of light shines down from the sky like a bright laser and lands on the very top of your head. Notice how warm and soothing the light makes you feel. This could be the light from God, the universe, or whatever power makes you feel comfortable. As you continue to breathe smoothly, taking slow, long breaths, notice how the light makes you feel more and more relaxed as it continues to shine on the top of your head. Now slowly, the warm white light begins to spread over the top of your head like soothing water. And as it does, the light begins to loosen any muscle tension that you're feeling on the top of your head. Slowly, the light begins to slide down your body, and as it moves across your forehead, all the muscle tension there is released. Then the white light continues down, past your ears, the back of your head, your eyes, nose, mouth and chin, and it continues to release any tension you're holding there. Notice how pleasantly warm your forehead feels. Now slowly imagine that the light begins to move down your neck and over your shoulders, releasing any muscle tension. Then the light slowly proceeds down both of your arms and the front and back of your torso. Feel the muscles in your upper and lower back release. Notice the soothing sensation of the white light as it moves across your chest and stomach. Feel the muscles in your arms release as the light moves down to your forearm, and then across both sides of your hands to your fingertips. Now notice the light moving down through your pelvis and buttocks, and feel the tension being released. Again, feel the light move like soothing water across your upper and lower legs until it spreads across both the upper and lower surfaces of your feet. Feel all of the tension leaving the muscles of your body as the white light makes your body feel warm and relaxed. Continue to notice how peaceful and calm you feel as you continue to take slow, long, smooth breaths. Observe how your stomach continues to expand as you inhale, and feel it deflate as you exhale. Now, as you continue breathing, silently think to yourself, breathe in as you inhale, and then silently think your cue word as you exhale. For example, if your cue word is something like relax, use that in the following instructions. Slowly inhale and think, breathe in. Slowly exhale and think, relax. As you do, notice your entire body feeling relaxed at the same time. Feel all the muscle tension in your body being released as you focus on your cue word. Again, inhale and think, breathe in. Exhale and think, relax. Notice your entire body releasing any muscle tension. Again, inhale, breathe in. Exhale, relax. Feel all the tension in your body releasing. Continue breathing and thinking these words at your own pace for several minutes. With each breath, notice how relaxed your entire body feels. When your mind begins to wander, return your focus to the words, breathe in and relax. And now, when you are ready, gently bring your focus back to the room. Open your eyes and look around. This is the end of the exercise. To begin, find a comfortable place to sit in a room where you won't be disturbed. Turn off any distracting sounds. Take a few slow, long breaths. Relax and close your eyes. Now, in your imagination, picture yourself in the scenario that you chose, watching your thoughts come and go, whether it's by the beach, near a stream, in a field, in a room, or wherever. Do your best to imagine yourself in that scene. After you do, start to become aware of the thoughts that you're having. Start to observe the thoughts that are coming up, whatever they are. Don't try to stop your thoughts, and do your best not to criticize yourself for any of the thoughts. Just watch the thoughts arise, and then, using whatever technique you've chosen, watch the thoughts disappear. Whatever the thought is, big or small, important or unimportant, watch the thought arise in your mind and then let it float away or disappear by whichever means you've chosen. Just continue to watch the thoughts arise and disappear. Use pictures to represent the thoughts or words, whatever works best for you. Do your best to watch the thoughts arise and disappear without getting hooked into them and without criticizing yourself. If more than one thought comes up at the same time, see them both arise and disappear. If thoughts come very quickly, do your best to watch them all disappear without getting hooked on any of them. Continue to breathe and watch the thoughts come and go. When you're ready, take a few more slow, long breaths and then slowly open your eyes and return your focus to the room. Focus shifting. To begin, find a comfortable place to sit in a room where you won't be disturbed for 10 minutes. Turn off any distracting sounds. Take a few slow, long breaths and relax. Now close your eyes and focus your attention on how you are feeling. Name the emotion silently to yourself. Use your imagination to envision what your emotion might look like if it had a shape. The image doesn't have to make sense to anyone but you. Just allow your imagination to give your emotion a form or shape. Take a minute to do this and keep breathing slow breaths. Now open your eyes and put your focus on an object in the room where you are sitting. Notice what the object looks like. Notice its shape and colour. Imagine what the object might feel like if you could hold it. Imagine what the object must weigh. Describe the object silently to yourself, being as descriptive as possible. Take a minute to do this. Keep breathing, and if your focus begins to drift, simply return your attention to the exercise without criticizing yourself. When you've finished describing the object, close your eyes and return your focus to your emotion. Think of a sound that might be related to your emotion. The sound can be anything that you think describes your emotion. It can be a noise, a song, or whatever. When you're finished describing the sound to yourself, think of an action related to your emotion. Again, it can be anything that further enhances your understanding of your emotion. Take a minute to do this and keep breathing slow, deep breaths. Now, keeping your eyes closed, redirect your attention to your sense of hearing. Notice any sounds that you can hear. Notice sounds you hear coming from outside your room, and note to yourself what they are. Now become aware of any sounds you hear coming from inside the room, and note to yourself what they are. Try to notice even small sounds, such as the ticking of a clock, the sound of the wind, or the beating of your heart. If you become distracted by any thoughts, return your focus to your sense of hearing. Take a minute to do this and keep breathing. When you have finished listening to the sounds that you can notice, return your focus to your emotion. Keeping your eyes closed, silently describe the intensity and quality of your emotion to yourself. Again, feel free to be creative and use comparisons if you need to. Take a minute to do this and keep breathing slow, deep breaths. Once again, redirect your attention. This time, put your focus on your sense of smell. Notice any smells that are in the room, pleasant or otherwise. If you don't notice any smells, just become aware of the flow of air moving into your nostrils as you breathe in through your nose. Try your best to maintain your focus on your sense of smell. If you become distracted by any thoughts, return your focus to your nose. Take a minute to do this and keep breathing. When you have finished using your sense of smell, once again return your focus to your emotions. Notice any thoughts you might be having that are related to your emotion. Be as specific about the thought as you can, and make sure your thought isn't really another emotion. Take a minute to do this, and keep breathing slow, deep breaths. Now finally, redirect your attention to your sense of touch. Reach out with one of your hands to touch an object that is within your reach. Or, if there is no object within reach, touch the chair you're sitting in, or touch your leg. Notice what the object feels like. Notice if it's smooth or rough. Notice if it's pliable or rigid. Notice if it's soft or solid. Notice what the sensations feel like on the skin of your fingertips. If your thoughts begin to distract you, simply return your focus to the object that you're touching. Take a minute to do this, and keep breathing slow, deep breaths. When you've finished, take 3 to 5 slow, long breaths and return your focus